What's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's workout. We're going to do a full body weight only circuit. It's going to be a bunch of different stuff, a lot of crawling around, which I really like, push-ups, which I like a little bit, squats, which I definitely like, lateral lunges I love, and a whole bunch of other crazy fun stuff. Not going to need any weights, obviously. You're not going to need any bands, kettlebells, any of that stuff. All you're going to need is a space, probably your drink or your pre-workout. Towel is a really good idea because you don't want sweat in your eyes. That's terrible. I'll keep track of the time. I'll give you different modifications for the exercises if it's something you've never done before or it feels too easy or too difficult. This is a perfect workout where we're going to have 3 longer rounds. Just because we do the exercise for 2 minutes doesn't necessarily mean you have to. Maybe you do 30 seconds or 40 seconds or even 20 seconds and a break, 20 seconds and a break. Don't feel compelled to go as deep or as long or with the same form as we do, as long as you feel like you're doing it in a safe manner. So there we go. Let's get to it. The first thing we're going to do bear crawls for 2 minutes, which is actually really long. And if you haven't worked out a ton or you haven't done bear crawls a lot like I do all the time, this might feel a little bit difficult. So what does a bear crawl look like? I haven't done one since I was a little kid. Pretty easy. Your feet stay on the floor, your hands go on the floor. Because of our limited space, and maybe also for you, we like to do about 4 steps forward and then 4 steps back, and we're just facing the same direction. So the hands go down, you walk it forward, and then you walk it back. Like I said, 2 minutes is going to be pretty long. For us also, if you need to take a break, recompose yourself, and then get back at it. So first bear crawls, squats, push-ups, and then we'll take a little break. All right, she's ready, I'm ready, hopefully you're ready. 2 minutes, 3, 2, 1, and I will give you updates periodically, probably about every 30 seconds. I personally love the bear crawl. It hits so many different things. It reminds us of being a little kid. It's like an animal. There's just a ton of really good reasons that I like doing it. It's such an important thing that we actually are able to get down on the floor and move around. Maybe because you have kids that you want to do it with, or you want to play with your cat or your dog. I don't know, maybe snake also. Maybe you have a big pet tarantula that you like to get on the floor and play with. But mobility is just such an important thing. 40 seconds. We do a lot of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu here, and it's also, a really big part of that of just being able to move all the time and in different angles and on the floor, and it's important to be mobile. Mobile, Alabama.
That's mobile.
Oh, sorry. 105 in of 2 minutes. Like I said, this is a perfect thing. You take a little break. Oh man, that's long. 2 minutes. Holy crap, how can I even do this? Breathe. Get back at it. Maybe get a little drink, and then you're right back on it. Like I said, don't be afraid to take breaks. 2 minutes is long, especially when you only got 30 seconds to go. You're just moving. It doesn't necessarily have to look like ours. As long as you're doing, hands and feet on the floor, and you're moving around, I'm happy with it. Good news, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, 2 minutes. That was hard, huh?
It wasn't
All right, grab a spot. You're standing now. We're going to do body weight squats. Feet a little bit wider than hip width generally. Everyone's different. I like toes a little bit out. You're going to reach forward. You're going to push your butt back. You're here, and you're going to reach all the way down into that squat. However deep you are comfortable with is fine. If it's here, I don't really care. As long as you're working your squat to the best of your ability, I'm happy. We're going to go for 45 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Squats, 45 seconds. Very important. You're out in the jungle and you drop your machete. You got to pick that sucker up. This is important life stuff. The bush, the urban jungle. Who knows where you're at? Either way, being able to move is really important. 21 seconds, which is about half. After this, we'll grab a spot on our mats, and you're gonna grab a spot on the floor, and you're gonna hit some push-ups. So essentially this workout follows 2 minutes, 45 seconds, 45 seconds, 2 minutes, 45 seconds, 45 seconds, times 3, and you've made it. Let's do 2 more squats, our own count. 1, 1 more for me, and 2. Awesome. All right, grab a spot on the floor or your mat. Really quick, let's just talk about push-ups. Knees or toes, both are good. Hands a little bit wider than shoulder width. And what I want you to do is keep your elbows in tight. I don't want you to flare them out. Elbows in tight, don't flare them out. So it's here, here if I do toes, here if I do knees, and then down and up. When you're going down, your hands are basically coming almost directly below your shoulders in that natural range of motion. 45 seconds. 3, I'll count for us. 2, 1, you got it. 45 seconds. You know, in general, you want to work as deep as you can on these push-ups. So for me, I like to try to touch nose and chest down to the floor. You know, I want to get way down there and then up. If for right now, if all you can muster is this, that little bit of elbow bend, that's okay. I'm happy as long as you're moving. 10, about 10 seconds now. How about I do 3 more push-ups? That sounds good for me. 1, 2, and 3. Awesome. All right, we're back up. So now we're gonna do kind of a modified bear crawl, but it's gonna be a little bit easier. It's gonna be another 2-minute round. So what we're gonna do is, you start, you know, a little bit further back so you have some space. You can let your knees bend however you need to. Get your hands to the floor. Walk it forward to basically a toes down push-up position. Take a leg, step up. Take the other leg, step up. And then walk it back and stand up. So it's walk forward, step, step, and then back. Those 2 minutes. 3, 2, 1, you got it. You know, this is something that you don't have to go super fast on. You're just working a little bit of a stretch and getting your body maybe moving in a way that you're not used to it. For 2 minutes. You know, if it's been 20 years since you've done a bear crawl, this is probably pretty intense for you. If you're like me and you basically bear crawl daily, all the time, it's a little bit different. "42 seconds in of 2 minutes. After this, we're going to teach you how to do a lateral lunge, or if you're like, this is the hardest thing ever, 1 minute to go, we're going to have you do a normal lunge. Something to think about is you want to keep your shoulders engaged the whole time. 116 in. Meaning don't let your body all... Want to keep that stuff really, really tight out there. "30 seconds remaining of our 2-minute round. And you know, if you feel like this pace is a little too slow for you, double time the pace that Melissa and I are going. You know, get on it. I'm going to do 1 more there and back. For my last one, 1 leg up, 1 leg up, walk it back. All right. So you got 2 choices here. I'm going to show you the easier version first, which is what Melissa's going to do, and then I'll show you the more difficult version. A lunge. You're going to step back, get that back knee close to the floor, step forward. Step way back, Back knee close to the floor and then forward. If you look at it from the side, look, it's a long step. You're trying to find close to 90-degree angles, not this. No, that's bad. If you're gonna do the more advanced version, which is the lateral lunge, which I personally love, which is a lot more of a flexibility component, you're gonna go pretty wide. You're going to reach forward and you're gonna go down towards that heel and then up. Look the way I point my toe up when I go away from it. Way down and then up. I'm only gonna explain that a little bit. If you have the requisite flexibility for it, you should be able to get into it. If not, I would probably just do the normal lunge. Alternating either side, 45 seconds, 3, 2, 1, you got it. Wants to do normal lunges, David, that's me. I'm gonna do lateral lunges. You know, I like both of these exercises. I personally love lateral lunges because it hits so much different stuff. You like lateral lunges or normal lunges?
I like both.
You know, for normal lunges, it's more just a strength component. For lateral lunges, it's a lot of flexibility, balance, and strength. So it's kind of a good build-up exercise. I'm gonna do 2 more. I'm gonna do 1 more. And time, okay. Another exercise where we have 2 choices. First choice is gonna be a normal walking plank from either toes or knees. Forearm, forearm, hand, hand. Forearm, forearm, hand, hand. Knees is gonna be the easiest, beginner. Medium is gonna be toes, or you can do a pike walking plank, which is what I'm gonna do, which is absolutely gnarly. What does that look like? I don't know. Feet a little bit higher than, wider than hip width. Walking forward, knees locked out, forearm, forearm, hand, hand. Both good, just increasing or decreasing your difficulty depending on your skill level. So we're gonna go another 45 seconds on that, and I'm just gonna do walking plank from toes. I'm gonna do walking plank from pike, 45 seconds. 3, 2, I'm gonna do mine over here also. 1, you got it, let's go. 45 seconds. These are hard. If you're clever, you can alternate what arm goes down first on each rep, but if not, that's okay. No judgment from me. About half. $15 seconds remaining. You hear I'm not talking quite as much on this because it's hard. Six seconds. I'll do 1 more. Maybe you will also. And time. That's also hard.
Yes.
All right, last 2-minute round here. We're gonna do our 2-minute walkout again. So you start back here, your knees bent. You walk it out. You get to a push-up position. Legs open, legs closed. If that's too hard for you, step it, step it, step it, step it. If that's too hard for you, touch it, and then walk back. 2 minutes. 3, 2, 1. You got it. This is a lot better than bear crawl also, as far as difficulty is concerned, because you get to stand up and relax a little bit. Make sure you're breathing as you saw me just do or heard if you're working out right now. Big breaths, air, oxygen, pretty important to sustain life, meaning your own life. Don't worry about keeping your legs totally locked out. As long as you can walk your hands way, way back, bend your knees, and then stand up and breathe. Whew. Get a little bit lightheaded, take a break. We are 56 seconds in to our 2-minute round. You're doing awesome. After this, we're going to do another kind of little mobility leg exercise. You're going to make sure you have a towel, or you're on a rug or carpeting, something a little bit softer for your knees. Yoga mat, obviously, if you have it, even better. Hopefully you got one of the nice thick yoga mats like we're using, because those are those skinny ones. If you're on hardwood, it's a little gnarly. 20 seconds remaining. Doing great. I forgot to do my open close last round.
Uh-oh.
1, 2, there you go. I'm back up. I'm up to date. I don't want to feel like I'm cheating my reps. I'm going to do one more. Forward, open close, walk it back. And nice job. And time. All right. We got 2 more things to do. 2 more 45-second rounds. You're doing awesome. What is this going to look like? I'm on my mat, or my rug, or my carpet, or my water bed. Something soft. Look at, one knee goes down, one knee goes down, up, up, and then repeat. Ideally, you're going to alternate what leg steps back on each rep. You're just working through your range of motion. If this is really hard for you, you gotta use like chair or wall, like, whoo, whoo. That's okay. Whatever it takes to get it done. Shake that rust off. Break that coral loose. 3, 2, 1. All right, you got it. This is another one of those exercises that I really, really like, because, you know, this is something super important that we do all the time. You got to get comfortable getting up and down. There's so many health studies that are connected to showing your ability to get up and down off the floor is connected to, you know, health issues or lack thereof, longevity, all kinds of stuff. So, you know, this is just such a great test of my body's doing okay, or it's not. I need to work on something. 10 seconds remaining. Then we have our windmills on both sides, and then you made it through your workout. I'm gonna do my last one here. 3, 2, 1, and time. What's a windmill? I don't know. Let's figure it out. In a perfect world, we'd have a big old weight up here, and we would be looking at that weight. We're not gonna do any weights right now. Well, what we are gonna do is right arm up, toes away from the arm that's up. I'm gonna look at that arm. I'm gonna little teapot my butt back, locked out, little knee bend, and what I'm gonna do is trace my leg down as far as I can go and then up. If for right now, this is what you can get, oh my gosh, that's okay. Work through your range of motion, 45 seconds per side, donezo. All right, 3, right arm first is going up, and I want you to make eye contact with either your hand, looking at it the whole time, or the video if you get stuck. That's where your eyes should be the whole time. Don't look at the floor or anything else. Here, right there. 3, 2, 1, all right, you got it. Toes away from that arm, arm up, shoot that booty back, little teapot, short and stout, etc., etc., etc. You're doing great. Here's my handle, here's my spot. So we're doing 45 seconds per side. Just trying to stretch all this stuff out. You're trying to push that butt back. For some of y'all, this is probably the most difficult part of this entire workout. You hear Melissa back there breathing. You know, it's a good stretch and it's work. I'm gonna do one more and then we're gonna switch sides. See if I can get all the way down to the floor. Oh my gosh. Nice. Switch sides. So now we're gonna do a left arm up. Toes away, 3, 2, 1, you got it. So you most likely are gonna find your second side is a lot more difficult. It's just natural for people to pick their easier side. If you chose your side instead of doing right, this is my more difficult side.
Remember, you're looking at that top hand. Imagine you're holding a teacup full of water and you don't want to drop it on yourself. You're trying to keep that arm pulled back and up towards the ceiling the entire time. We're doing 2 more. Make sure you're breathing. I'm going to get my last one. And time. Great work. You made it through your full body weight workout. You did a ton of bear crawling and variations. You worked your lats a little bit. You broke your coffee cup. It's rough. It's a rough workout. You did great. So you have 2 options right now. Get your drink, chill out, relax. You made it through your workout for the day. Everything is great. You feel awesome. Or take a little breather, walk it off for maybe a minute or so, restart the video and go back through a second, third, fourth, whatever time it takes. Your choice. If you don't want to follow along with the video, I've gotten the entire workout written out below. Stop the video right here, crank up your tunes, and you can just kind of follow along if you don't need any of the form or cue checks to get through the exercise. You can just follow through at your own pace. You obviously have to keep track of your own time and you won't hear me blabbing. Pros and cons, I suppose. Full body weight workout, no equipment required, with Melissa and David from 44 Fitness and Martial Arts. You all did amazing. Eat healthy for the rest of the day. Get a ton of sleep. Do something fun. Maybe read a book. Great work, everybody. Hopefully, I will see you for tomorrow's video and workout. Have a great day.